apologize for not streaming. I have been having a lot of technical issues with the Wi-Fi. I just hope it shows up, and it does. Okay. I'm going to do what I did with, I think it was Brotherhood, where I waited a few minutes just to see if the live would keep going, and then I did the game. So we are going to do that. We're going to see if the live can go past a minute 36. So last time I tried to stream part 2 of this, it wouldn't go past a minute 30, minute 36. So fingers crossed, touch wood, it goes past that fucking time, because I have been dying to stream this game. I have been dying to play it, and I couldn't, because I couldn't stream it because of the fucking technical issues with the fucking Wi-Fi. Sorry. Got a bit aggro there. I do apologize. That is not my intention. But it is a pain. It is a pain. Ooh. Please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. Yes! And minute 40. Please hit the 2-minute mark. Please hit the 2-minute mark. Please. Please hit the 2-minute mark. I really want to stream this game and then upload it to my YouTube, so then I can get back into the routine of playing Assassin's Creed, because I have missed Assassin's Creed. I look weird because I am legit finger crossing all 4 of my fingers. So I look weird, okay? Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. I have completely forgotten where the hell I'm up to. Actually, I want to quickly research something, because since this is my first time playing Assassin's Creed 3 fully, I don't know when I'm supposed to play the DLC. So I'm going to research that real quick. Yeah, King Washington Assassin's Creed 3 DLC. You can play the Tony Gill King Washington DLC in the Wii. Yes, I know. Okay. Okay, so it is set after the events of the base game. So I can play the base game first and then play the DLC, which is what I was originally planning to do anyway. So we shall get started on part 2 of Assassin's Creed 3, where we get to play Haytham, who is an assassin. Because I got that confused in the first part. I thought he was a Templar, but no. The Templar we play is in Rogue. Oh fuck, that reminds me. This phone. When the hell am I getting my other Assassin's Creed games? I got rogue last. Okay, I might go to Ozpost later and see what the hell's going on with this parcel. Because it has been like that for a week now. And then my 3 other games, Assassin's Creed 3, Unity, and Syndicate. And I was hoping I would get Assassin's Creed 3 last week sometime. So then I could have it download the disc. So then when I can't afford PlayStation Plus, I can just play it disc form. And then once I do Black Flag, I can play whatever order you play Rogue, Unity, and Syndicate. I can never remember the orders. I gotta write that down when it comes to it. So I am gonna go to Ozpost tomorrow, or later today, because it's currently 2:10 in the morning, because I can't sleep. Fun time. So I decided, let's stream Assassin's Creed 3 and be completely fucking bonkers. Anyway, I'm gonna go to Ozpost later today to find out what's going on with that order. I have a book date with a friend later today. It's gonna be happening on call. And I hope I get some sleep. I said that in the wrong order. First order of business is hopefully to get some sleep after I play this. Second of order of business is going to Ozpost to find out what the fuck's going on with my parcel. And third order of business is a book date with my friend. Let's go. I have chatted way too long. So we are playing Desmond, and if I am correct about this, this is actually the last game that Desmond is in. After this game, we don't get to play Desmond anymore. Do I know why? No, I do not. I just know from the top of my head the last time I played Black Flag is we don't see Desmond anymore. Black Flag is a whole different person in Abstergo or somewhere. I collected one of the pages. It didn't even... yeah, that's right. Collect the pages for Benjamin Franklin.
Gentlemen, I believe I found the solution to our problem. Or rather, Odysseus has.
How do you? Are you new guy?
The Greek hero, you lobcock.
Allow me to explain. We enter Silas' fort, under the pretext of kinship. Once inside, we spring our trap, free the captives, and kill the slaver.
Dodgy, dodgy. I like it.
Then, let us begin. First, we need to find ourselves a convoy.
So this is set before the Revolutionary War. Or in the middle of the Revolutionary War. Not quite sure which. But it does involve natives.
We'll attack on my signal.
Understood, sir.
And I love history. I'm a history buff, as you all know.
All unawares.
is this?
1,000 hard stirs. Seems we've...
Freaking cow, I forgot how to shoot! I forgot what button it is to shoot.
Charles, you and William serve as vanguard. Let no man reach us.
What about me?
You and John will follow from a distance and keep watch over us. I'll signal you when I have need of your services. We're here to help you, along with those held inside Southgate Fort.
Free me.
Not until we're inside the gate. I can't chance an inspection of the gate going wrong. I'll see you safe. You have my word. Do you know anything of Silas' operation? How many men we might expect? The nature of their defenses? You must be rather important to him if you were given your own escort.
Sir, we've enemies ahead. Shall I engage them?
No. Let Jonathan and Thomas take care of it.
As you wish.
I wish you'd trust us. Though I suppose it's only natural for you to be wary. So be it.
So while this is happening, I can talk. I hate talking through cutscenes. I find it rude. So this is either before the Revolutionary War or it's happening during the Revolutionary War. I'm not quite sure which. I'm happy to accept comments to correct me, because even though I'm a history buff, I can get it wrong, and I don't mind being corrected. But
engage the enemy!
But I feel like this is happening
Dogs. Let no man reach us.
just before the Revolutionary War. Again, I could be wrong.
On your guard, men.
Of course.
Only say the word, and I'll cut them down.
Again, I could be wrong.
Engage the enemy.
But Hytham gives me that Ezio
All clear.
charm. You know, the leader charm.
Evening, gentlemen.
State your business.
Delivery for Silas.
Go on.
See? I'm freeing you just as I said I would. Now, if you'll allow me to explain. Let her go.
But she'll give us away.
No, she won't.
What's the plan?
Free the captives and avoid detection.
What of Silas?
He dies.
Ooh, here we go.
Know when you're ready to strike.
Greetings. How fares the
Who
watch?
have we got there?
What are you talking about?
Newly recruited.
Prisoners.
Arrived from London.
Slouching, soldier.
Prisoners?
I said
There are no
slouching.
prisoners.
Who are you to tell me what to do?
Good friend of Mr.
They do not exist.
I
Understood?
My
And if they
apologies.
did exist,
Take care
we
with
would
your
not
phone in the future.
acknowledge them.
certainly, sir.
There are
Upon my
no
honor.
prisoners.
Ah, yeah, of course. My
Yes. We can do this. I can't. I breathe them. Oh, it's not you. It's this one. Okay. Oh, that's what's gone on. There we go. Oh, what? Ah, damn it! I got detected. I hate the don't be detected ones. I hate them with a passion. Oh, cool. I don't have to do them again, though. Come on. Come on. Gotcha. Yee. Okay. Take care of this captain first. Wait for him to come back around. There we go. Now, the hardest one is the ship. Because they're on the ship. Oh my god. Can I go in the water? Yes! Oh, they're swimming stealthily too. Oh. You held your breath better than Ezio. To be honest. Okay. I want to get to the back of the ship. Because they're there. Oop. Nope. Come on. What? No! Oh! I didn't think that was gonna work. I did not think that was gonna work.
An hour of quiet was all I asked. Instead, I'm awakened not 10 minutes later by this cacophonous madness. I expect an explanation, and it had best be good. How? How did this happen? My precious merchandise set free? It's unacceptable! Rest assured, I'll have the heads of those responsible, but first we clean up this mess!
Oh. Oh, does someone need a
Seal the
dummy?
fort, kill any who try to escape. I don't care if they be one of us or one of them. To approach the gate is to be made a corpse. Am I understood?
Oh, does someone need a dummy in a bottle? Oh, you poor baby!
Push them back.
What? Oh! Oh! Oh, I fucking hate these types of guns.
I'll deal with this, sir. No
There you go. Yeah. Boom. Boom.
He's here. Stop
Yes.
the interloper. Kill the intruders. All
Glad
of
to
them.
have you with us. I could use some help.
He's the one responsible. Kill him. Back, vile pox. Kill the intruders.
The Order stands united.
Let me get this fucker fast. Thank you. Oh.
Who are you?
Name's Hatham Kenway. You don't know me, but I believe the two of you are well acquainted.
I made a promise to you, Silas. One I intend to keep.
Nice payback. Wonderful revenge.
What happens now?
We wait. But not for very long, I suspect.
you seen sequence 2 complete? I was about to say, please don't glitch on me. Or
It's been
freeze.
several weeks now since we freed the Mohawk prisoners from captivity. I had hoped their leader might make contact, but there's been only silence. My men grow restless. They want to know what comes next, and I do not have an answer. Lee alone remains active, pursuing leads, however slight. He stalks the city streets and scouts the bordering woods, hopeful that he might make contact with one of those we saved. There was a woman there that night. It was she who helped the others to safety. If we can find her, I believe I'll have my answers. So, I watch and wait, hopeful that my true mission might finally begin.
I do apologize for the subtitles lagging. I don't know what's going on there. So I do apologize for that. Boston, 1755. This is definitely after Ezio. Excuse me. Like, a lot of people will be like, when they want to play Assassin's Creed, some play it in release date, that's what I'm doing, and some play it in the chronological order. Oop.
Hello, Charles. Any luck finding our mystery woman?
Word is she's been stirring up trouble just outside the city in a town called Lexington.
Well, then that's where we begin our search. I'll meet you there.
As I was saying, some people like to do chronological order, some people like to do release date. I'm doing release date, because I honestly didn't know there was a chronological order. I honestly had no clue. Orphans will attract attention and slow your movement. Give them a few coins to continue undisturbed. Huh. Interesting. So, again, like Assassin's Creed, the first game, you give money to the poor. Like, hang on. No. I'll show you. So, ready? See how wild they go? It's to... I wonder... Oh, it doesn't work on the soldiers? Damn it! In Assassin's Creed 2, you throw money and it worked on the bloody soldiers. You would think because, you know, they're not getting paid the right wages that they should be getting paid in this time. I wish we could pet the animals. Like, oh. Oh. We got to pet a kitty. Just pity we can't pet the dogs. I have to admit, the snow effect is awesome. Oh, I love doing these. King's Chapel. King James II ordered the building of this Anglican church in the 1680s because he was a king, and a perk of the job is doing whatever they want. However, since Boston was full of Puritans who had come to the New World precisely to get away from the Anglicans, nobody was willing to sell land to the budding parish. In the end, the governor ordered that the church be built on top of the old public burial ground. The logic being that the dead couldn't complain. They notoriously complained, and there the church stands today. After the Revolution, the church was known as the Stone Chapel for several years. Kings not being particularly popular at the time, and calling a stone chapel the Stone Chapel was the best idea anyone could come up with at the time. Fucking love his... Oh! I've never understood these people's needs for independence, by the way. We gave birth to them. They were happy to suckle on our teats in their infancy. There were a few toddler wobbles, but as soon as they got to their teenage years, all they could bang on about was their independence, so they stormed out. But we know they'll be back eventually to borrow money or to get us to wash their clothes. And we'll forgive them because they're older and wiser. Oh, I fucking love Sean. Oh, I have other places to read. New South Meeting House. Another wooden church, this time with a bell in the steeple. Samuel Adams' family, sorry, also known as Samuel Adams, sorry, was one of the founding members. I'm surprised it wasn't torn down for firewood during the siege, but I guess its members just hadn't angered at the British enough for that. It conveniently named so you wouldn't mistake it for the Old South Meeting House, where all the important events happened. Simple is best. I'm describing the naming system. I'm not describing you. Boston Neck. In the 18th century, the only land route into Boston was across a narrow strip of land called Boston Neck. One often talks about the heart of Africa, of course, or the bosom of Europe. How wonderful that Boston gets a neck. Fortifications were built across the neck to protect the city from a land attack. I suppose it's a bit like a heavy necklace. Or a handsome neck brace. When the siege of Boston began in 1775, Governor Gage ordered that the fortifications be expanded and strengthened. They became known as Gage's Lines. Starting in the 19th century, land was added to Boston Neck, widening it to make room for the city to grow, and presumably to ensure ease traffic on and off the island, since Boston's no longer in danger of attack from the countryside. I fucking love Strawn. He's fucking hilarious. Like, I didn't like him at the beginning of Assassin's Creed 2 because he was a prick. But then in Brotherhood and Revelations, he started growing on me. And now Assassin's Creed 3, his humor is just coming out more and it's fucking hilarious. Copp's Hill Battery. Copp's Hill is one of the tallest hills in Boston and the highest point in Boston's North End. The hill was fortified during the siege of Boston, partly to discourage rebels from building their own fortifications across the river on the Charleston Peninsula. The artillery on Copp's Hill fired on the Continental Army during the Battle of Bunker Hill. Well, sort of. It was actually a bit more distraction than destruction, at least at the Breeds Hill fortifications. The artillery fire on the town of Charlestown was more effective. The resulting fires forced out Continental Army snipers and leveled the town. Ooh. Fort Hill and South Battery. Fort Hill is the second highest hill in Boston. If only it had tried harder, it would have been... If only it had tried harder when it was a little hillock, and overlooks Boston's harbour. Defences were built here in the mid-17th century, along with a smaller one-gun fortification near the harbour, named the South Battery. The South Battery was expanded in the 1440s, not 70s, 1440s, but had fallen out of use by the 1760s. Both it and Fort Hill were rebuilt by the Patriots during the Revolutionary War. So this is before the Revolutionary War then. But both were dismantled before the turn of the century. Fort Hill, the hill itself, not the fortification, was leveled in the late 1860s to make room for more land. So it never realized its dreams of becoming the highest hill in town. If that sounds familiar, it's because it happened to every hill in Boston. Hills are the natural enemy of Bostonians and always will be. Oh my god, love him. Alright, I love. Theatre Royal. You might hear this referred to as Covent Garden, which it faces, or the Royal Opera House, which it later became. However, this is the original Theatre Royal building, opened in 1732, destroyed by fire in 1808. It will be rebuilt, then destroyed by fire again in 1857, and then almost completely renovated in the 1990s. They've installed a smoke detector this time. The original theatre lined up was varied, containing ballet, operas, even acrobatics. Many of Handel's operas opened here, right up until his death in 1759, when he mysteriously stopped writing them. But the building was mainly used for presenting plays, at least for the first 100 years of its history. The reason? It held the exclusive rights to perform spoken drama in London, awarded by King Charles II. Yes, kings could do that, though why they would is beyond me. Because they're kings, and maybe because their queen liked to go to the theatre. Markets. There are a number of public markets in the colonies, meaning you can get supplies easily, of course. Paying for goods is another matter, as currency was incredibly complex. People paid in English, Spanish, French, and Portuguese coins, wampum, New Jersey, and New York bills, magic beans, laundromat coins, the list goes on. We've simplified everything down for you in the Animus. You're welcome. Too far. While some markets sold a variety of goods, like Faneuil Hall in Boston, others were more specialized. New York's Connett's Slip was mainly a fish market, though like most markets it sold a little of everything. While if you were in the markets for African slaves, Peck Slip was the place to go. No. Yes, slavery was legal at the time, though it was less common in Boston than New York, which had the largest slave population in the North. Don't be surprised to see European servants for sale either. Some were sold for a fixed number of years to pay back their passage to the New World, a much better deal than the slaves were offered. True, that is a much better deal than what the slaves were offered. Recent entries. Ooh, fuck yeah, we have more to read. Fix my pillows up. Fix you up as well? No, I said fix. Thank you. French and Indian War. Date 1754 to 63. This is one of many wars in the long-standing British versus French rivalry. Well, you might call it a rivalry. I'd call it a battle of wits with an unarmed country. This particular war began over who would come out as the biggest colonial power. Of course, it wasn't enough that the British and French fight one another. They convinced a number of North American indigenous nations to join the conflict as well. Hence, the name, French and Indian War. The war started in the colonies, but it spread to Europe where it was known as the 7 Years' War. Before you pointed out, yes, I know, the dates add up to more than 7 years. The conflict started in 1754, but war wasn't officially declared until 1756. But well done for spotting it, you mathlete. I bet you were popular at school. No, I was not. I didn't even know it was called the 7-Year War. George Washington has the honor of starting the actual fighting, under orders, of course. He was sent to create a fort in disputed territory. While he was doing that, he crossed paths with a French patrol. Washington attacked, the French retaliated, the British followed up by sending 2 full regiments of regulars to the fight, and so it began. The British fought a losing battle until about 1758, when they got a new Prime Minister who decided funding the war effort was a priority. Possibly because of the whole French thing. Maybe he ate a bad baguette once. No, baguette, it's baguette. With the added support, the British, along with their indigenous allies and the colonial militia, began to gain ground slowly but surely. Eventually, the French were driven out of almost all of their territory north of the Caribbean, something we in Britain celebrate with a special holiday called Every Day All Year. Really? Is that really a holiday the British celebrates? I wouldn't know because I don't have any friends in Britain. So if anyone who watches my videos is British, is that really a holiday you guys celebrate? So the British won, but they were left with huge war debts. They tried to pay these off with taxes leveled from the colonists they defended from the French, who would have had them all eating onions and saying, "Oui, sir," "Non, sir," before you know it. The colonists objected, leading up to the series of protests, which were part of the unrest that led to the American Revolution. Talk about gratitude, zut alors. I don't speak French, so I apologize. Grenadiers. Grenadiers were originally the soldiers in charge of throwing grenades, hence the name. They were chosen for being tall, muscular, and fearless. And not only did they need the strength to throw grenades far enough to actually injure the enemy, they had to be brave or stupid enough to stay in the front lines of battles to do it. Grenadiers were also called upon to be fast, effective assault troops, helping with things like storming breaches during sieges, you know, all the standard easy jobs that are likely to get you killed. By the mid-18th century, grenades had fallen out of favor, but grenadiers were still regarded as elite regiments, called on to guard the right flank of their battalions, and still to do all the other dangerous work they got in a reputation for. An interesting note on the hats. They were made high and narrow so that as not to get in the way while you were throwing grenades, which is a good feature to have. Eventually, the mitre hat became part of the standard dress uniform in numerous armies. It's also possible grenadiers just really dig the idea of looking like a pope. History mute on that point. Oh my god, what the fuck? Edward Braddock. Birth, 1695. Edward Bulldog Braddock. Edward Bulldog Braddock was the Major General placed in charge of British troops at the beginning of the French and Indian War, probably because he had the nickname like Bulldog. Braddock was serving as the acting governor of Gibraltar. I know I butchered that. When he received the command in North America, he was given control of 2 regiments of regular and assigned to win back Fort du Crucinet from the French, known as the Braddock Expedition, as part of a larger attack on the French colonies on the continent. Braddock had been well liked as the governor in the town. I'm not going to try and pronounce that again. But things changed once he reached North America. He had been known for keeping strict order among his troops, but it seems like he went beyond that into brutality. He gained a reputation for being quick-tempered and cruel. He also displayed a contempt for non-British soldiers that alienated the colonial militia he was trying to recruit. So a cruel, racist bulldog then. They're my least favorite type of bulldog. Braddock took a bullet to the chest during the battle in 1755. Rumor has it from one of his own soldiers, which is a job hazard when you're nasty to people around you and they all have guns. Sounds like the bulldog may have been put down. Don't care. I don't care. I get this is in the past and this is history and shit, but that still doesn't excuse how you treat people. It doesn't. The Beggar's Opera. The Beggar's Opera opened in London in 1728. It's a musical, one of the earliest ever created. It was written by John Gay, a writer and a friend of both Alexander Pope and Jonathan Swift, two of the prominent literary figures of the day. The opera was both popular and controversial. Popular partly because it was an excellent skewering of Italian opera, which was very popular at the time. However, instead of complicated Italian songs, the Beggar's Opera featured folk tunes that the audience could recognize, meaning you could hum along even if you didn't know Italian. It was controversial because of the subject matter. It's set in the Newgate prison. The main characters are all criminals who act much like the upper classes. It was a send-up of the British nobility, including veiled criticism of the head of government, neither of whom traditionally has a sense of humor. I've never met a queen who liked a knock-knock joke. Actually, I've never met a queen. The Beggar's Opera was accused of being a base form of entertainment and, because its main characters were criminals, accused of causing increase in crime. Huh? I'm sorry, what? If it's done by criminals, then you would at least expect the guards from the prison to be there? To make sure they don't go do anything? The Beggar's Opera, oh, I read all that. It's nice to see that criticism isn't just for music. Sorry about that. It's nice to see that criticism isn't just for movies and video games. Bloody opera, corrupting our kids. I want to go to an opera. I don't want to go to a ballet show. Oh, we get to talk about, the Providence. The Providence was one of many sailing ships in the British Merchant Navy, which basically means it was a trade ship, rather than one meant for war. You'll notice it's carrying cannons, but those are mainly for protection against pirates or privateer vessels, or for turning the ship into a privateer vessel should the need arise. Whoop. The ship was built in 1748, made several trips a year between Britain and the North American colonies, with occasional visits to the West Indies. The manifest doesn't indicate anything particularly interesting. Mostly it carried staples like tea, molasses, and cloth. It's captained by its part owner, one Samuel Smith, who got something of a reputation among sailors for both cruelty to his crew and penny pinching on rations. Incidentally, that's not exactly a way to keep good sailors on board. The crew is probably both inexperienced and disgruntled. Ideally, you want an experienced crew who are hugely gruntled. Although you likely don't know much about running an 18th century sailing vessels, odds are you won't notice the difference. Probably. Okay, let's get back to it. Oh, and make sure you have water. I don't even know where the hell I'm going. Hang on, map. Alright. Ooh! Ooh! Okay, I should have checked about sooner. We have a lot of synchronization spots to go to. I've done that. The ones opens are ones I've done. The ones not open are the ones I haven't done. My honest opinion, he climbs a bit better than Ezio. In my honest opinion. I shouldn't say that because I love Ezio. But at the same time, oh, we gotta go up there. Yeah, come get me. Come on. Yes, he can't keep up. You can't keep up. So now, if you don't mind me, I'm gonna go get this viewpoint. Now, I want to know how the hell is balancing when I synchronize. Like, sir, for your age, no offense, but your balance shouldn't be that fucking good. There. Aye. Like, his balance should not be that good. So how is it so good? Oh, excuse me. Up there. Yeah. I knew that was gonna happen.
All your fishing needs, come to Captain Hornbill's. Whether a fleet or a weekend angler, he's got everything to make him jump out of the water.
Oh. Old meeting house. The bells in this church rang out in the hours leading up to the Boston Massacre. The crowds were gathering to taunt the soldiers in front of the State House in Boston at the time. Church bells were rung when there was a fire, so people ran into the streets to see what was happening. That swelled the crowd, making tensions between the people and the British soldiers that much worse. It ended, of course, with the soldiers firing into the crowd, killing 5 people. And this concludes our lessons on how church bells could be used to incite riots in colonial America. Oh. Old South Meeting House. This building hosted some of the key events in the American Revolution, not revolutionary, it's revolution. Mostly by accident. It just happened to be one of the largest buildings in Boston, so when meetings at Funeral Hall overflowed, everyone moved into the Old South Meeting House to continue. This meant the biggest, angriest, most rebellious crowds ended up here. After the Boston's massacre, the people met here to demand that the governor removed British troops from the city, which he did. Thousands showed up here for meetings leading up to the Boston Tea Party. On the night of the Tea Party itself, this is where Samuel Adams delivered the line, "This meeting can do nothing more to save the country," given the go-ahead to seize the boats and dump the tea. Is anything a bigger slap in the face to a Brit than dumping tea? No. Well, apart from just slapping us in the face, but that's a secret. I wish I hadn't told you. Of course, during the British siege in 1776, this church met the same fate as other rebels' hotspots. It was ransacked. The pews and the pews were torn out and used as firewood, and the interior was filled with dirt and used as a stable and riding school. There was even a bar on the second level. I guess the troops thought that would really stick it to the Puterians. The only thing worse would have been a karaoke night. Puterians hate karaoke. I don't think back then they even had any songs. Yes, I am also one of those people. When it comes to Assassin's Creed, I will read everything. Ooh! Like, that one I understand because it has an arrow thing. No, not this one. And up there. Oh. Okay. Now, there's one over here, and there's basically all over here. Yes, I am going to be spending time getting the synchronizations. It helps me see where I'm going. Is this area partially already done? Yeah. Should I accept or decline? I'm gonna decline. Okay, all those are done. So the next closest one is this one. Which is all the way there. Another thing that's different with Assassin's Creed and Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed 3 and Assassin's Creed 2 is you don't have that indicator bar where you go incognito and stuff. Notorious and incognito. They don't have that in this one. So it's kind of hard to tell. Why am I on the roofs? I don't need to be on the roofs yet. It's kind of hard to tell if they are after me or not. Get out of the tree. I don't even have to hold X. Done. We'll go to this one. Oh. Damn it, I have to hold. I see where I have to go. Don't even leave a footprints. How light are you on your feet? Do not have to leave footprints. Well, that was cool. Like, I know he's been professionally trained, but, like, he is an adult, so that would have to be some really that has to be some exceptional training to be so light feet that you don't leave tracks in the snow. Oops. Desynchronized because I changed camera angles. Like, we're in pure snow. And there's no footprints. One thing. Beacon Hill. Perhaps predictably, Beacon Hill gets its name because the Puritan settlers placed a beacon on the hilltop. Beacon here essentially means a bucket full of pitch hanging from a pole. The idea being it could light The idea being it could be lit to warn the countryside if the town was attacked. Simple, effective, and never actually used. The hill is shorter today than it used to be. The top of it was carted off to fill in Mill Pond. This had the advantage of making the hilltop easier to build on and create more land at Mill Pond, a 2-for-1 deal for developers. Beacon Hill became the place to live in Boston after the new Massachusetts State House opened here in 1790. Developers created upscale housing on the south side of the hill, which overlooked the Boston Common. The north side of the hill had been settled earlier and was much more less posh, sometimes going by the evocative nickname of Mount Fordham. What a magical address. George Washington, ever the politician, would refer to it in one of his letters as Mount Horem. Though that sounds more like an instruction than a place. I can't fucking read. Oh wait, why do I have another? What? Oh, Old State House. This building housed the Massachusetts government from 1713 to 1798. Before the Revolution, that would have meant the governor, his advisors, and the elected assembly. Of course, by elected, I mean elected by white male property owners, since they were the only people that had the right to vote. The assembly also had rather limited power. The governor had a veto over anything they decided, and on occasion dissolved the assembly when they didn't vote his way. Less a governor, more a dictator. In 1767, a gallery was installed above the meeting floor here so the general public could watch the legislator at work. This was a very novel idea at the time. Of course, some of the representatives probably regretted the decision later, when the crowd used the area to heckle those who voted pro-British. Then again, perhaps that was the point all along. The government moved out of the building to a bigger space in 1978, and the old building was turned over to merchants, including a wine cellar and a wig maker, making it the colonial equivalent of a shopping mall, though one that mainly dealt in wine and wigs. Ah, shit. Well, that's no. Okay. We have 2 more to go. And then we can go on to the mission. Oh wait. Oh, it's not unlocked yet. Damn it. Some of the building artworks is glitching. Whatever. Oh, there. Didn't mean to whistle.
If you have a delicate problem, need attended to.
Printer shops. Printing press was originally brought to America to print religious texts, but by the time of the Revolutionary War, they were also used for things like newspaper, pamphlets, and broadsheets. Think of it as the colonial internet, about the same speed as dial-up. Unlike word of mouth, newspaper articles could spread news of events from colony to colony quickly, without any loss of information. But that doesn't mean it wasn't unbiased. Far from it. Presses were commonly used to print propaganda. Every newspaper has its slant. Thank goodness that doesn't happen nowadays. Anyway, part of what made the Boston Massacre such a turning point were reprints of Paul Reverend's woodcut. It showed organized British soldiers in full formation firing point blanks at an innocent crowd. A shocking image, which enraged the people and fueled their hatred of the British. Completely made up, of course, but what did that matter? The public is there to be manipulated. Actually, I bet you could use these places to print some propaganda of your own. If the soldiers are getting too friendly, a little reminder that you're hero of the people might help.
Rumors circulate that the Braddock expedition has engaged the French, along with Indian tribes. Get yourself in there.
I'm actually enjoying this. Is it making me tired? Yeah, it is. Where is that hay? Oh, there. There. fast travel, but no thanks.
Rumors circulate that the Braddock expedition has engaged the French.
Why should I fast travel when I get to see the sights? You can clearly see the people are afraid of the red cones.
Has your neighbor damaged your carriage?
Oh, we were here. I think. Just follow this path. This is as fast as he runs. Oh. Must have accidentally fooled you. Oh. I think I've gone the wrong way. I can fix this. Okay. Yeah, there we go. You know what, that will help. Let's go this way. And then turn. This way. This way. Oops.
Have you found her?
She's made camp not too far from here.
Excellent. Well, the sooner we're done, the sooner we can get out of this cold.
I am afraid I have some bad news, sir.
Oh?
Braddock is insisting I return to service under him. I've tried to beg off, to no avail.
No doubt he's still angry about losing Pitcairn. To say nothing of the shaming we gave him. Do as he asks. In the meantime, I'll work on having you released.
I'm sorry for the trouble.
Not your fault.
Now we're leaving tracks because of the horses.
We're too late.
Fire's only just been snuffed. Snow recently disturbed. She's close.
Onyx.
These tracks are fresh. They must be hers. Seems she took to higher ground. Out of the snow and into the trees.
See, now we're not leaving tracks. And now we are because of the deep snow. How big? Okay, it's pretty big. Oh. Wait. I don't even have a set marker, so I don't even know what that is. There you are.
Wait here. Damn it. Wait! Come back! You return to Braddock, Charles, before he grows suspicious. I can handle things from here.
But sir!
But nothing. Go! Stop running! I only wish to talk! I am not your enemy! Please just hear me out! Enough!
Ooh, hang on. I have an email. Is it to that one? Okay. Yeah, okay, let's restart. I'm just gonna die again. Yeah. Because I notice when I die, the tags restart. I don't want to do this. I'm sorry, babies. Nah. Fuck it. I'm trying not to lose 50% of health. That's what I'm trying not to do. I just don't want to hurt the wolves. I'm sorry, babies. Oh, whatever.
You try my patience, woman!
So funny. Seeing him get annoyed about a woman.
Are you touched in the head?
Me, Hazel. I come in peace.
Why are you speaking so slow?
Sorry.
What do you want?
Well, your name, for one.
I'm Gadzi Zio.
Oh, pleased to meet you. Gadzi.
Just call me Zio.
Dio.
Zio.
Dio.
Now tell me why it is you're here. Where did you get this?
From an old friend.
I've only seen such markings in one other place.
Where?
Well, it is forbidden for me to speak of it.
I saved your people. Does this mean nothing to you? Look, I am not the enemy.
Close to here, there is a hill. Meet me there, and we'll see if you speak the truth.
I honestly think they got a native speaker. Oh, hang on. Zio, born 1731, was a member of the Kanini. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that second one. Nation, living on the frontier lands near Boston at the time of the French and Indian War. Assassin records indicate she was the daughter of the, not even going to pronounce that one, or clan mother, and from an early age was being groomed for leadership herself. While many in her community chose to ignore the insurgent by colonists into the area, the growing tensions between the French and British, Zeal was convinced that they presented a very real danger. She began to argue to anyone who would listen that the village should take action. Rather than staying silent, which was contrary to the will of the clan chiefs at the time, she refused to follow their orders to remain neutral, deciding to fight back in her own way and recruiting help where she can get it, including from Haytham Kenway. Yeah, there's gonna be... locations. There's going to be some words in this that I'm not even going to try and pronounce, mainly the native Indian words. Old Belfry. Originally, Lexington's Meeting Hall didn't have a steeple for a bell, or a separate belfry was... So a separate belfry was built to summon people to church services, funerals, fires, and of course to British soldiers trooping into town to raid Patriot weapon caches. The belfry originally stood on the hill near the town, but was moved to this location in 1768, possibly because nobody found it fun to climb a big hill just to ring a bell, not unless they were a bit simple.
That town hosts soldiers who seek to drive my people from these lands. They're led by a man known as the Bulldog.
Edward Braddock.
You know him?
He is no friend of mine.
Every day, more of my people are lost to men like him.
Then I suggest we put a stop to it. Together.
What do you propose?
That we kill Edward Braddock. But first, we have to find him.
I don't trust you.
I know.
And that is completely okay.
Wait here. A Mohawkman is likely to raise suspicions, if not muskets.
This is hardly the first time I've been amongst your people. I can handle myself.
I hope so.
I hope so.
Can't stand being quartered there. The endless crashing of the waves, the sting of the salt in my eyes, and the goddamn gulls shrieking and shitting everywhere.
You're sure that's where we're going?
Aye. The Bulldog's putting together another expedition.
That's what they're calling them now. Expeditions.
Aye. Smart too. Slap a fancy name on something and all evil is excused. Hey.
Fuck.
Stand being quartered there. The endless crashing of the waves, the sting of the salt in my eyes, and the goddamn gulls shrieking and shitting everywhere.
You're sure that's where we're going?
Aye. The Bulldog's putting together another expedition.
That's what they're calling them now. Expeditions.
Aye. Smart too. Slap a fancy name on something and all evil is excused.
I hear tell the French are readying to move on our positions. Wonder what Braddock intends to do about it.
He's already left for the advance camp. I'll wager our little holiday here is just about ended. We'll be marching south before week's end. Oi! Where you going, Cully?
Me?
No, the other cock Robin.
Well, I was Leafy.
Oh? And now?
Well, now... I'm going to feed you your teeth.
Oh!
And you were worried I was going to be the problem?
I love the sass. That's one down. Whoa.
You're hurt.
Oh, it's nothing.
Here. This should stop the bleeding.
I think something happens between these two.
Thank you.
We should move on. Meet me at Braddock's camp when you're ready.
I think something happens between them. Alright. So, basically go back the way we came. Oh wait, wrong way? Yes, other way. Okay, just follow this. Concord. This was the regulars' destination when they set out from Boston on the day of the battles of Lexington and Concord. Inside the town, the British found cannon, flour, salt food, and musket balls. They broke the cannon and threw the rest into the local mill pond, a bad idea since the local residents retrieved most of it later undamaged. In their zeal, the regulars also accidentally set fire to the local meeting house. It happened. And then joined the bucket brigade to help put it out. However, the local militia saw the smoke and thought the regulars had set fire to the whole town. The militia marched in, causing a battle with the regulars at the North Bridge, just outside of town. It was a comedy of errors with very little comedy. The battle at the North Bridge was immortalized in the Common Hymn, a popular poem by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Emerson lived in Concord in the 1830s, which probably made him a bit blasted. He refers to the fighting at the bridge as the shots heard round the world. Bit of an overstatement since the first shots of the war had been fired at Lexington hours before. Maybe he'd been napping. You know what poets are like. Trading posts were essentially general stores set up in the North American frontier. The clientele, mainly explorers and members of local indigenous nations, would barter for various goods such as guns, axes, and pots and pans. Payments was mostly in the form of furs, which were shipped back to Europe. The fur trade at the time was extremely lucrative, and one of the reasons that explorers were continually moving into the frontier. They were hoping to find more and better source of pelts. There was a reason Davy Crockett only ever seemed to have one hat. Many of the trading posts were privately owned, but they were used to push political agendas as well. For example, after the Revolutionary War ended, the British government used their trading posts to encourage the indigenous peoples not to sign treaties with the United States. The United States government took over the colonial fur trade in the colonies in 1796, establishing something called the factory system. The idea was to regulate prices in order to stop exploitation of the indigenous peoples by private traders. Unfortunately, under the new system, indigenous leaders were forced to trade large amounts of land to get access to trading posts. Private exploration had become government exploration. Luckily, that's the only time in history that ever happened. Since that obviously wasn't any better, the factory system was abolished in 1822. Where the hell am I going? Oh. It's over here, apparently. Oh, I'm sorry! Didn't actually think I would get it. Hey.
Use the snowstorm to mask your approach. Having second thoughts?
No.
Hardly. But I'll have to approach this carefully.
Go on then. I'll keep watch from here.
I can hide in that cart.
whiskey, a couple dozen new uniforms, boots, leather for patching, blankets, a cart feed for the horses. What else? That's it. That's all there is.
Those cannons are like to cause trouble. Perhaps I could sabotage them.
Refused the offer. There will be no truce.
Damn it! Why, George? What reason did he give?
He said a diplomatic solution was no solution at all. That allowing the French to retreat would only delay an inevitable conflict. One in which they'd now have the upper hand.
There's merit to those words, as much as I hate to admit it. Still, can't he see this is unwise?
It doesn't sit well with me either. We're far from home with our forces divided. Worse, I fear Braddock's bloodlust makes him careless. It puts the men at risk. I'd rather not be delivering grim news to mothers and widows because the Bulldog wanted to prove a point.
Where is the general now?
Rallying the troops.
And then it's on to Fort Duquesne, I assume?
Eventually. The march north will surely take time. There's a copy of the plans in the command tent should you wish to review.
At least this will be ended soon.
I tried, John.
I know, my friend. I know.
That map will surely be of use. I need to find it.
Damn it! That's what it was when I was able to be detected! Freaking hate the do not be detected ones.
Trouble. Perhaps I could sabotage them.
General Braddock refused the offer. There will be no truce.
Damn it. Why, George? What reason did he give?
He said a diplomatic solution was no solution at all. That allowing the French to retreat would only delay an inevitable conflict. One in which they'd now have the upper hand.
There's merit to those words, as much as I hate to admit it.
We're far from home with our forces divided. Worse, I fear Braddock's bloodlust makes him careless. It puts the men at risk. I'd rather not be delivering grim news to mothers and widows because the Bulldog wanted to prove a point.
Where is the general now?
Rallying the troops.
And then it's on to Fort Duquesne, I assume?
Eventually. The march north will surely take time. There's a copy of the plans in the command tent should you wish to review them.
At least this will be ended soon.
The attention of the wrong one.
I tried, John.
I know, my friend. I know.
That map will surely be of use. I need to find it.
Damn it! Oh. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to try and disarm the cannons.
Those cannons are like to cause trouble. Perhaps I could sabotage them.
See? Good. I'm down. Oh! Oh, there's another one. Hi. And another one. How many are fucking up there? You know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna leave it. I don't care.
Those cannons are like to cause trouble.
Unless...
Perhaps I could sabotage them.
Okay. It's just a continuous fucking spawn. now is 1. Oh, I know. Man. That didn't attract. Ooh. Damn it! Okay, it did attract them. Okay. If I had to do the cannons again, I swear. I fucking hate the do not be
Cannons are like to cause trouble.
Yep. Okay.
Perhaps
I know
I
what I have
could
to do.
sabotage them.
It's doing so well too. Damn it! Fucker! And it's because of that fucking ladder. It's gonna whistle him over.
Those cannons are like to
Yes,
cause
I know.
trouble. Perhaps
Whistle
I could
this dude.
sabotage them.
Knock him out. Knock this asshole out. Mess with this cannon. Okay. I think I know how to get out too. Okay. Ha! I could have just gone out that way the first time. After all that detection bullshit. Freaking hate the do not be detected bullshit. It's the worst. I suck at stealth. I really do.
What news?
Braddock has left to rally his troops. They're marching on Fort Duquesne. It'll be a while yet until they're ready, which gives us time to form a plan.
No need. We will ambush him here near the river. Go and gather your allies. I will do the same. I will send word when it is time to strike.
Something happens between them. You are now incognito. Yay! Full synchronization! I have time. To possibly do one more. I'm surprised his feet aren't soaked with all the walking in the rain, snow. Where do we have to go? All the way there. Okay. There's the bridge. There's a town in New South Wales called Concord. The only reason I know that is because that's where my dentist was located when I got my 2 rounds of braces. That was fun. And now it's something trip just for braces. It was a pain being in that car with my incubator. But we're not going to go on to that. This is happy memories, happy times. We're not going to make it depressing by talking about trauma. I am legit playing a game I love, and I'm not going to sully it. Five months later. Seriously?
The cold, cold ground. Here, here.
Hard at work, I see.
How did you...
It is time. We've set up camp to the north. Meet me there.
Gentlemen, let us away.
He's wondering how she snuck up on him. That's why it was like, how'd you... That's why he was shocked, because she managed to sneak up on him.
First it was too cold. Now it's too goddamn hot.
And humid too. It's a right swamp, I tell you.
Warm weather and bugs are soon to be the least of our worries.
What? You mean the bulldog? Please. We'll be in that one's beef soon enough and on to the next.
Where's your boy Lee gone off to?
Returned to finish out his service under Braddock.
I imagine the bulldog's none too pleased after the stunt we pulled.
Pleased to spin a tale of my incompetence and beg forgiveness. He has a way with words, especially when it comes to flattery. I expect he'll be welcomed back with open arms.
Which would give us a man inside.
Precisely. if I... I see you've been busy.
All these men are from many different tribes, united in their desire to see Braddock sent away. The Abenaki, the Lenape, the Shawnee.
And you? Who do you stand for?
Myself.
What would you have me do?
Will you help the others to prepare? Follow.
I love how he's taking orders from her, though.
They come.
Everything all right, sir?
Just savoring the moment. No doubt, many wonder why it is we've pushed so far west. These are wild lands, as yet untamed and unsettled. But it shall not always be so. In time, our holdings will no longer suffice. And that day is closer than you think. We must ensure our people have ample room to grow and further prosper. Which means we need more land. The French understand this, and endeavor to prevent such growth. They skirt around our territory, erecting forts and forging alliances, awaiting the day they might strangle us with the noose they've built. This must not come to pass. We must sever the cord and send them back. This is why we ride, to offer them one last chance. The French will leave, or they will die.
Now's the time to strike.
Wait. To scatter the expedition is not enough. We must ensure that Braddock falls, else he's sure to try again. I'll disguise myself as one of his own and make my way to his side. Your ambush will provide the perfect cover for me to deliver the killing blow.
But we know this didn't.
We await your signal.
Mm-hmm.
There, in front of us.
Yes, I know. I just need... No, I need that. Run away, run away, run away! Run away!
Kill them!
Fuck! Didn't mean for that to go that way. Oh well. God, why is fighting them with punches so much quicker? Where are you? Where are you? You're mine. Come here. I didn't mean to knock you out, but there you go. I accidentally triggered conflict.
I'm telling you, we've packed the cart too high. The ground is uneven, it's dangerous, hidden. One false move,
The
the
French
whole
push
thing
back,
is
there'll be a
shot.
lot of opportunities for us up north.
It's like how none of them.
You mean, sir? You are grateful to halves.
Edward. Not so fun on the other end of the barrel, is it?
Look out!
Sir!
Now it's gonna be battle. Now it's gonna be a chase.
never took you for a coward, Edward.
Come on, then! Such arrogance. I always knew it would be the end of you. Is the end of you.
Don't. Hurry before he gets away! I said go!
Now the chase.
I don't deserve this! You're a hypocrite, Haytham!
I'm sorry, Edward, but you forced my hand.
Why, Haytham?
I was about to panic, like, was it about to do that?
Personal? Well, maybe it is a little personal. Been a pain in my ass, after all.
But we are brothers in arms.
Once, perhaps. No longer.
Do you think I've forgotten what you did? All those innocents slaughtered, and for what? It does not engender peace to cut your way to resolution.
Wrong. Whether we applied the sword more liberally and more often, the world would be a better place than it is today.
In this instance, I concur. Farewell, Edward.
How did he get the ring out from underneath the glove without taking the glove off?
It's done. Now I've upheld my part of the bargain. I expect that you will honor yours.
Follow me.
He didn't take the glove off, so how did he get the ring off from underneath the glove?
No. No!
You seem disappointed.
I thought that I held a key that would open something here.
This room is all there is.
I expected more. What do they mean?
It tells the story of Yotzitzizu, who came into their world and shaped it for what life might come. She had a hard journey, fraught with great loss and peril. But she believed in her children and what they might achieve. And though she is long gone from the physical world, her eyes still watch over us. Her ears still hear our words. Her hands still guide us. And her love still gives us strength.
You have shown me great kindness, dear. Thank you.
Oh, God.
I should go.
Got it! But I want to make a correction. Haytham is not an assassin. He's a Templar. Haytham Kenway is a Templar. My bad. I thought he was an assassin. Because the title, Assassin's Creed. I'm gonna... Alright. Yeah, we can do another mission. That is my bad. I thought Haytham was an assassin. He is a Templar.
Master Kenway, did you find it then?
It was not the right place.
The others are waiting for you.
I honestly thought he was an assassin.
Please, sit. I fear our temple was no more than a painted cave. Although it did contain precursor images and script, which means we are close.
Not close enough, it seems.
We need to redouble our efforts and expand our order and establish a permanent base here. Although the site eludes us, I am confident we will find it.
Truth.
Hear, hear. Furthermore, I believe it is time we welcome Charles into our fold. He has proven himself a loyal disciple and served unerringly since the day he came to us. He should be able to share in our knowledge and reap all the benefits that such a gift implies. Are any opposed? Very well. Charles, come, stand. Do you swear to uphold the principles of our order and all that for which we stand?
I do.
And never to share our secrets nor divulge the true nature of our work?
I do.
And to do so from now until death, whatever the cost?
I do.
Then we welcome you into our fold, brother. Together, we will usher in the dawn of a new world, one defined by purpose and order. Give me your hand. You are a Templar. May the Father of Understanding guide us.
May the Father of Understanding guide us.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what I'm fucking thinking. I thought he was an assassin. But no. He's a Templar. What the fuck?
You all saw that, right?
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
The key must be the amulet Haytham took from London.
We might know what it looks like, but we're no closer to finding it. Desmond, you need to keep going.
Hey, he's your ancestor too. Why don't you hop in the Animus?
Really? That's your response? It's like dealing with a 6-year-old. What is wrong with you, Desmond?
You want to know what's wrong? I'm sick of being treated like I'm not even here. Desmond, do this. Desmond, do that. Desmond, you better figure things out because the sun is going to turn us all to ash. And I know I was really nice to you, but actually I'm just another Templar plot twist. And yes, I would like very much for you to be controlled by a magic space wizard so that you can murder me. So there's your answer. I'm sick of being a goddamn pawn. I thought it might be different with you. I mean, you're my father, but turns out you're no better than the fucking Templars.
Don't you ever equate me to those bastards again. You hear me? Everything I do, everything I have done, has been for you. Maybe I pushed a little too hard, asked a little too much. But try and remember exactly what's at stake here. You need to get it together, kid. We're running out of time.
Right, it was unusual. Well, I'm just going to pretend that this never happened and get back to bringing everyone up to speed on where we stand. The news isn't good. It appears this temple is powered by a collection of, well, I guess they're batteries. You found one on your way in, but there aren't any more, at least not down here.
Any idea on where we can find replacements?
Not yet, so I intend to tiptoe into the Abstergo database. Now, if I can cross-reference these particular devices with their database, then maybe we'll get lucky.
See what you can do.
Obviously. Anyway, Desmond, you can either take a look around here, or we can head back to the Animus.
I'm shocked.
What are you working on?
Lots of different stuff. If you're going into the field, we need a way to keep tabs on you and stay in touch. Hacking into local security systems won't cut it.
Thanks.
For what?
I don't know. Everything. You've sacrificed a lot for me. You and Sean both. I mean, you upgraded the Animus, you helped train me, pulled me onto the database, and helped me solve Clay's puzzles. I know I haven't been the easiest person to work with, and I'm sorry for that. I just want you to know that even if I'm shitty at showing it, I appreciate everything you've done.
Let's see if we can talk to the fucking father.
Yes? Just thought I'd, say hi.
You have more important things to do right now.
Jesus, Dad.
Asshole.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know. Hi, son. How are you? What have you been up to?
I know what you've been up to. Nothing. You wasted away in some shitty apartment with a pointless job, while the rest of us were out there fighting to make a difference.
You are such an asshole. Are you thinking about hitting me again? Because this time, I will hit back.
His dad is an asshole. What the? Alright, looks like we're hopping back in.
Alright, here goes.
Undan nizero het stanyo. Awira awa unte yardo jadagun. Tone warda nagarade. Desajera nero niha. Nekti yate huayata nekera. Azekante jajajera oni. Nekti ya otena digari wastakwe. Agungwe da sun a wahuan nordun kwedzi niot nesagode ya ogun'a. Zewajera sriat dizax ne heatham. Raganero kwakwe unte zini togwenyo. Nekdi ohando yo hawitun ya de haganerakwe. Zinuero jokwa templar alguego tadinero darhox. Ne onha at getsanis. Zigat get sun arian a higun sagandanu agat gato zine sagara skanex.
Sequence for 1760. We are now playing the son of Hatham and Zio.
Zit one day star.
Onisa Jerdha.
Ya otana gwanek gwanek.
Radundagedu, the what Richirunyana, Runajagedu, another Ratu than Yokodunis.
How was Nexi dosa izi nakahonda di yahaze?
Di don't know what stage. Gariwis what gano harenu tigo yorunya zawadakwania sua. Gonna squaxor on a Johnny.
It's so cool hearing their native language. And to have this kind of native language and songs.
Hi, Star.
Hi, Star. Zaga the dirty wasta.
Get the pet the doggy! But to have this kind of music, songs, language, they had to have native people. They had to have native people to speak their language.
Gundi Gawana Oguaho Yaga Gundi Nagere Gaa Tony Gunas Dinio Ne Okwari.
Danane Radiatine Kera, Renungue, Runsa Nage, de what Tirat Kawas. Wagari Warge, the Ot Stara, Ganatanyadu, for the Nagare.
Energy that had.
That is so cute.
When I heard the what Karitsa Dunyane.
You go da Setuga. Haha, Zora Gohadu.
You got the short straw.
Is it as a datum?
Aska Degani Asa Gayeri. Aska de what Nyawe.
Count it to 100. And all the children without a mistake, and then within 3 minutes. Oh, whatever. Screwed up the mistake. Ooh!
Suzy so yonder Negiga.
I didn't even know I could do that.
Waguyat that sorry.
Unia Digi said they're under Dakwe.
Nam ha de Wagadarian that Seria Zinue Oya Askada Setana.
This is awesome.
Kadogaria.
Zadodasi.
Oh, there.
Sahaya Yanere Jinia askada sehtenönä ojeskahoe. Assahtuge.
Wah! Awaddaga dawiyohka winesira. Ay dawa zakani after soon anana adawat credit sirunyasi.
Tidawat karit siruni.
Easy Hezayatewe.
Aska, Degini, Asa, Gayerdi, Whisk, Yayak, Sada, Sategu, Jotu, Oyerdi, Oska you are it, Degini you are it, Asa you are it, Gayerdi you are it, Whisk you are it, Yayak you are it, Sada you are it, Sategu you are it, Jotu you are it, Sawasa.
What have we here?
You look familiar. Where have I seen you before? That wasn't very nice.
Let me go!
Listen to that. He knows English.
It's not for a savage.
Spirited too. We have questions for your elders. Only tell us where your village is, boy, and you can go.
Best do as he asks, child.
I could snap your neck, you know. A little more pressure, and pop. The sad little flame of your life extinguished. You are a nothing, a speck of dust. You and all your ilk, living in the dirt like animals, oblivious to the true ways of the world. The wiser among you recognize the shape of the future. They throw themselves at our feet and beg mercy. But not you, it seems. No. You cling desperately to your ways, too ignorant to know your folly. But I am not unkind. And so I spare you, that you may carry word to your people. Let them know the sooner we are given what we seek, the sooner you can return to your pathetic, empty lives. A fair trade, is it not?
What is your name?
Charles Lee. Why do you ask?
So I can find you.
I look forward to it.
He's turned into such a fucking prick. All of them have. And now I shouldn't run with the spinning. Ah, back to normal. Cool.
Radun hagedu. Gohnu guadi.
Doggy!
Yeah, come in, how do I get to her? Oh.
Radun hagedu. Gohnu.
Dogayena was! Goiges! Anto yanaratne.
Yahta, John. Onak ti on sadego. Onak.
Yatik andene.
So di onaga ona. Zet fatstek. Radun hagedu. Onak ti on zartni gunrat zartni dun haged.
Dodek!
Ansedek. Toga zun haak. Ansesege. Nekti zaderi ondarak. Dinawe. Adini kwe gunhage.
Ya! Zadarissa! Dagwatka! Dagirihu! Akenyagante!
Oh, vo.
Ghana!
Oh, Naga, Isa.
Yatta wa gani gon roni. Da wena da unga?
9 years later.
Ingeni Seraya. Oyaner Mongeni Wanundose, Deni Rodoke, Dinohoda de Dom Domine, Ayogara, Oriwage. And the Jadasa one, Denisto, Zeraroroke. I want to Enikane told that the Jatka Tunue, I Deniti Nakwa Sardi. Was Queen? Yasoti the one to
Yo, tell the drowned in the Ayena.
Huh? There's a Tinue Yodzikunde. Zahaga, Yanere.
Yum Zaskats.
Nekti Doni Gari was Tunayo Tuhage. Nona was Kaguidene, the Wasakayeri Nihad, Runube, Kaa, Tahunana Dakage. So Nona was Kananage, the Watna Neda. Iga Garhagunsu on the Ratu, Kaa Hunzaga on the Ditaru. Gardune Zoser, Aska de Wanyana Hadihage. Yates Kario is the Yunkia Wadaze.
Segun ino tumne.
Ha, Nektizaha Akta da Honenu Haje. They don't zohum jokna the wire. Togayaho Tena Tai the wire, Togayah Tai the Waderio, To Ardena Zawa.
Tokniku hak. Wagerek the Gedi Hunyani of near to the Agerata.
Tigawanio. To Agut Yoti Nakuni. Zaha Gasto Zeriohage, Zeniotne Oyo.
Next Yatando era Edenet and Nikahondake.
Yata Diodun Zohum Unkai go the Riander Gewahi. How you geni dogas, Doga and Deni Gweni, Toya Yedenawe, Nedosa Yedini Rada, Nene Unzage.
What there yon that Serax on the Giga.
Das Kena Gera. Zah Gatstek, Negando di Zaha set Satstege. Wahnek Daxer. Hatkui. Ja.
You draw on it.
So how is this Not class.
Oh no, Antini Ratta.
Zodzi one door.
Oh nio ti isere zahan se satstege doga yacha sadatrege.
Nexi ohnayawa ne doga atjada ne danogihi.
Doga oya wat ti nakonyanyo akta satkan zera.
The music is fucking beautiful. He's okay.
Nahoda, wa gani guhruni.
Yatta wak kwenyo agwego yongeni haraunge. Ga gader harde zinora agwego seroroge. Gaduga isere yatta gayeri zinigo yongeni. Tont kor harege. The garden on anta.
Okay, where's the third one? Where is the third one? Ah, there. Okay. Yeah, I know. Ooh. Okay, can't go there. Alright. Let's get this synchronization then. Yes, I hear it. Ah. Found the third feather.
Ona ga ya gaho am za dondi. I want to go on za dondi ona.
Ya, segu de dum zong mai de ni wa ra ro ge danu ka ne hu.
Agwa ya no wanda de ga dora tsra wi ya. Dana dosa zero zuzi wa gare so.
I'm gonna say it's because I'm fat.
Ta ezot ko dina gerenyo, thon di jadora de. Dum zong yo snore on tayo kwa de. Yot kwenya se ka he ya de. Kaya ta noru ne ki ka te hum tanega. Onek tia de waderi wa kwenya stage ne sa oyera. Kada denak totas aun dasa de sanuni. Toga anse sadovate. Ande wadu megene kario. Tano yan wadora shirayanda.
Oh, they don't show us, thank God.
Onek tia se tsari tinume guja darorox ne gundirio. Dio sumagaru de. Ti de wats kan hukwa. Hatskwi, mwasti de hum tanega ga a iweskwe. Hauki oya dijat karharo. Kanto zat karharo.
Kaniyot.
Yo yanere, hau jade nyanda ne zaha kario dawana ye deniena, jini kariwa sukinir hare.
To idowes. So de sanios ni za ona.
Ya, kaya kwere tanu kahore au naya anga taksa de ne kanehu. Negi gas kaya da kesnu sage angats de ji anjena. Onak tis kena sun a ange. Toga oskenundo ayungenika amadego. Takwa de rorok. Tamaga da hujo se au take ni kura di hatto. Jok no hoda era ya hunge ni kura hawite. Onak tis kade.
That was my bad. Damn it!
Chok no hoda era ya hunge ni guhra hawinte. Onek tian skade nyada. Ona deni rora ke vino hoda de dum zon. On se jatka zera named Karharakka.
My poor animal heart.
Tim jatum zoni sego, nekti yahte zugini naktode. Onekti de deni zaru jadorade. Toga idenere yatta idenokta.
Yahte wagder yon dare.
Kunye takwa, tazada detta, ni nize.
5 animals. How about this? Okay. I'm sorry, baby. Damn it. Yeah, lost it. Ran away already. Fucking hell, what am I doing wrong? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It shouldn't be this goddamn hard. need one more animal. Actually, do my snares show up on my map? They do. Cool. Take that off. Yeah, the really optional.
Kana dogo? Oh, naawa ne. Otku.
Damn it! Damn it! Hey. Okay, that was bad.
Agua gets honey, was get nyagante. Nyawa.
I'm the Jahtan di wana. I always see Ranaja ge hoti ni kuhrayanda me. Tino jera ya ezo de tiena.
Nexiato deot.
Oh niot.
Rat dukkawa hageri hunya.
Okay.
Agaderian Daredi Zardi Hoye was Onojera Gia Garha Gunchedeweta. Onojera Gia Deatia Jatardanire ne Oya Ganyok de Haga Ziwaterio. Uma was Sundade don Zaderi Huat Zeraquase. Yohunjanorunge, Yunguadena Dayan, Danune, Amha Arjunguaderi Wayani, ne Ayatia se Tony Sege Undruhunza.
Ara haja zito gane gando ayatiri hune ukiswas saha odisas tasirayada ne.
Yungwadora is in a tona ya de wayer hage. Yungwayat do darhe zino gayera ne de tiswa neda. Dano ne dogat tono de wayere yot deron ayungwajonha se.
Onu jera zitoni yori hawana ne ay dawada den hodo. Ona hoda tiga.
Kanin hoha.
Ane?
So they had that for the whole time.
Greetings, Guardian.
Are you a spirit?
You may think of me as such.
Where am I?
You are where you were before. If you need to ask what it is you now see, it is known as the Nexus. From here, probabilities are calculated so that the proper path may be chosen.
What path?
Yours.
I like how he can switch from his native language to English. Ooh.
Follow me.
What have you done to me?
Selected a form familiar to your culture. It is designed to ease navigation. We have waited millennia for your arrival. You, who will bring to him the last piece, that he may open the door.
I do not understand.
Nor need you. I sense my words cause pain. But such was not my intention. You are important, child. In more ways.
I'll avoid mid-air collision.
As we speak, forces gather in secret, preparing to seize control of the land. If they succeed, the sanctuary will be breached.
Yeah, failed that.
Yours is a special lineage. Past, present, future. Many are connected to you. Many who have changed the world, who will change the world. So too shall you. I have called you here that you might know your duty. You must protect the sanctuary from those who would undo our work.
What sanctuary? What work?
Maintaining your current force will result in a negative outcome. Premature access will destabilize the region. Your village and its people will be destroyed.
What am I to do?
You will learn of a man who will provide additional training. Seek this symbol. No doubt you have many questions. Time will see them answered. For now, you must follow. Leading is for later.
Well. Yeah, whatever. Once it does the autosave, I am going to end it here. If there isn't a cutscene. there's the autosave cutscene. Okay. The assassin symbol.
Radun hagerdun, got nue ni satka, tuntiga gari wayerunitstun.
Adun heads wagena duni. What guard of the rungwe daya jadatka, agena dun hase, or neop the akande. Dantune tigarunungwe, easy not gahanda di tunas. Gari was sivagaderiander, the no easy gi oni. Arahajiza detnigo rizo, ne dosa seriwayena.
Yungar haratstone ayedewa dunhunjanuna, nexti da sheri de nise. De ot danu haje on hunjage danu ya taundo ayungwa da se dunhage.
Yaka atakitskoda danu agader harder than ayedewa wanda ne.
What unya do dari sigi, o wadu era osete.
Ohnu jerati desaderi huadenyani.
Aze goya takweni daguri huadeni. Yahasa giga. Ase tari jina hoda ze sakstit kada kunegans. Tonu e dagatka tone gari huayernitsto. Ne egi garun gwera hawi o yashnena zinio zizatnista hawa shagoshnena.
Yama.
Seria sadoga, nekti gets hani sozi ezos are harde. Was sezakane gari huayronitstu, satahatsari.
There we go. We have just finished sequence 4. Two sequences.
Leaving home was harder than I thought. I expected the journey would fill me with a sort of pride, a sense of accomplishment. But whatever it was that carried me away from home soon fled, replaced by questions, and no small amount of doubt. Had I been too hasty? Had I made a mistake? The others in the village, they thought this was something I wanted, something I chose to do. But it never felt that way to me. No, it was not a choice. It was an obligation. Because if not me, then who?
Okay. Thank you all for joining. This will be going up on my YouTube. Please leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!